Hey guys, I got the Sager all apart here. I'm gonna do a little bit of fan mod because the 4650 runs a little bit toasty. As you can see down there, we got the what looks to be a USB port. I got the little dongle in there right now. Pull out the dongle. You have a USB dongle here. There's the pinout. So the far right one is going to be the positive, or the VCC. It's 5 volts. And the far left is going to be a negative. So if you plug it in, that's the diagram for the male end. Then we have the wonders of the world right there. So there's the negative, and there's a positive. So we got 5 volts of power, and typically on a laptop, the USB ports get powered on when you turn the laptop. So I've done this before on the HP. It's finally showing you how it's done. So we have a 5 volt 40 millimeter fan I got from China. Cost me about $2 a fan. And I'm going to Dremel the cover out a little bit on the Sager here. Just enough so this baby sits right in there. It's pretty even. It's not protruding too far out really. Just a little bit. Just a teensy bit there. It almost seems to tuck right in with the case, but the fan does not fit with the cover, so I'll have to remove some of the cover there. But yeah, once it's all done, it'll be a dramatic performance increase when it comes to cooling. Because the GPU runs, I've gotten it up to 190 degrees Fahrenheit. So at that temperature, solder begins to get kind of soft, so we don't want artifacts to start appearing from the solder joints going cold. So we want to make sure after it's been reflowed with good flux like it was, that we don't have any problems at all when it comes down to it. So we got the thermal paste there all applied, and got the fans installed, and we're going to reassemble everything, and then once it gets reassembled, we'll be able to see how the cooling increases, because it idled at about 45 to 50 degrees Celsius. Alright guys, we'll see how it does after everything's done. Alright guys, I'm very proud with that aftermath here. Look at that baby, just blends right in. Yeah, the laptop came out really, really nice. As you can see, it's just barely protruding from the case. The bumpers are still going to be able to raise up plenty in order to clear, so that's going to work out great. I actually have a little mesh coming for it. It hasn't quite come yet though. So this baby right there, we got the heat pipe just below there. That's the GPU heat pipe, and the bottom part of the RAM. And the RAM has a copper heatsink mod, so actually the RAM is going to be running nice and frosty cool. You can kind of see the power leads on top of the fan there for the CPU. Just kind of running along there. That kind of just loops over here, right over to this. Just kind of hot glued it into place. It looks a little bit different because I used actually a Sharpie around the fan, so before I Dremeled it. And the Dremel hole came out absolutely awesome. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, I couldn't imagine it coming out better. So yeah, that sucker is gonna really rock when it comes down to cooling. If we go ahead and pop in the battery here, since the Sager here has a USB power option when it's off. See, I got the battery in, we got power. Obviously it's not going to turn on quite yet. So if I flip this baby open, kind of tilt it on its back, here's the button right there. We got shows a USB plus a Thunderbolt. And since I have it wired to the USB port, if I go ahead and push the button, I'll go ahead and push it for you guys. Once we get this all tilted, there it is. I'll push the button here. There she is. It's on. It is just whisper quiet, I'm telling you. And it's spinning at about 2,000, 3,000 RPMs. I can just kind of feel the cold air actually going through the vents here. It's blowing some serious air actually. It's got good suction. It's really impressive actually. The cool thing about that, since the Sega is a USB thing, the USB button to power on the USB, after he shuts off the laptop, if he was gaming pretty heavily, he can flip that on, kind of let the GPU cool down after he shuts down the laptop. You know, help her cool down a bit. But wow, did that come out fantastic. As you can see, it's kind of hot glued just behind there and over there and there. I really am I don't know, just right after you finish a mod successfully, the pride is immense, and I just feel very proud of this. And I mean, the heat pipe and the memory are both being cooled. Awesome. Just awesome, guys. If you're going to be gaming heavily and you got high temps, there's no doubt in my mind you really want to do this to your graphics card. Plus, it gives you more overclocking room, even though a lot of people would say, it's a laptop, why are you gaming on it? Well, it's kind of fun gaming on a laptop. You can sit in your living room and head around, and being able to bring your save game wherever you go. But alright guys, that's my fan mod for you. Now that it's whirled up a bit here. See if you heard anything. It is a little bit louder. Still pretty quiet. Once it spools up, it kind of gets some real airflow going. But alright guys, you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching, and recommend definitely doing this. It rocks, and it really lowers the temperatures. My temperature difference was about 40 degrees. Alright guys, talk to you later.